let me introduce to you our first artist in this series, Ana Varela. Ana Varela is a graduate of the University of Florida. In this, the first in the three-part series, she is going to share with us the beauty of her work and some of the processes she uses to create them. Ana has shown her work extensively through the region. She has a passion for nature and for working in clay. Ana will discuss some of her views on art and creativity in this program with us as well. We know you will enjoy this, and we'll trust you will find it very engaging.
Hello everyone! Welcome to my studio in historic Micanopy. My name is Ana Varela, and I have been a ceramic artist for almost 40 years. After graduating from the University of Florida, I went on to participate in hundreds of art shows, and most pieces I'll show you here today were sold at art shows, including our very own Santa Fe College Spring Arts Festival, in which I have participated countless times. Santa Fe College is dedicated to bring art to its students, faculty, staff, and to our community at large. At a time when COVID-19 has crippled artists' incomes, the college's commitment to art is clear by making venues like this one available to us. So I would like to show you some of my pieces I did over the years. But before I do that, I would like for you to see a couple of examples of my schoolwork. They were large raku pieces. Raku is the process of removing the pot hot from the kiln and throwing it in a bucket of burnable material in order for it to get beautiful markings. After that, I went to functional ware. My idea was to bridge art and function. With this new direction, I use several techniques: throwing, slab work, molds, and a combination. I'll be showing you platters, plates, bowls, cover jars, and also a variety of decorative techniques. Okay, this piece is a fruity platter. I call it that because it's obvious. It's decorated with fruits. It was done in 1995, and you can tell by the decoration that no bright colors were available to us back then. All you could get were dimmer colors, no reds, no bright oranges, no bright yellows. And the form, I came up with that form around the late 90s, and I have several variations of that shape. This is one of my favorite platters, the grasshopper and the ant. I did a series with this, just women in odd situations, open to interpretation, mythical, and fun dinner time conversation, especially when the hors d'oeuvres are gone. This is a platter from the same series. This one is called Surfing Trip. It shows a wide array of interpretation and lots of laughter. Whenever I do art shows with this design, people are laughing and joking in my booth. It's good for cheeses and fruit or anything at all. This is my big floral vase that I did in 2000. I am very proud of it because it came out great. It shows several techniques. One of my largest ever, made out of slab, thrown, and flattened handles. And the sandhill crane's arrival, it's a great one because they fly from up north and they land down here. It happens every year. Loud, full voices calling. Wonderful birds, they mate for life. One of my favorite pieces, the Razzle Dazzle Bowl, it was thrown in two parts and joined together. It's a great example of the wax resist decoration that I do. It's great to keep pears, lemons, tomatoes, or anything colorful. It just brings the whole thing up. It looks like a work of art. This is the red tulip platter. one of my best selling ever. Fun to paint, white brush strokes, fantastic for a party platter with some bread bites, samosas. Making me hungry. This one was done in 2000 and it's about 20 inches wide. The floral platter with the yellow background was a special order. A lady wanted a platter with yellow in it. I said, sure. I never used much yellow on backgrounds, but this was a good experiment. It was a wedding gift, so she wanted certain colors. I hear at the wedding it was full of tartlets, and everybody loved it when the tartlets were all gone. The underglaze decoration shone in the hot sun. This is a big platter, 25 inches in diameter. Takes a lot of hand building and thrown techniques, several of them. Too big for food, actually, unless you have a humongous party, which could happen. The handles were hand built, the lip is thrown on the wheel, and the bottom is a slab, so everything has to be put together. I call this piece Fruity Cover Jar. It's good for nuts, pasta, tea bags, cereal, crackers. This is from the past as well. You can see there's no reds. I have to really control myself not to use red in a piece. So the basket of fruit, I did a series of these, and it's two-sided, it's not flat. It has placing sides for flowers and weeds, and it looks pretty like that. The texture is interesting. The wax resist on the lip of the vase. See, it's a vase on the vase. And it's elliptical shape. Here's another one of my favorite pieces. The resist technique that I use a lot. Okay, the mold I found on the flea market. And I usually scavenge flea markets and Goodwill stores for molds to use. I must have sold probably more than 100 of these pieces throughout the years. People love it. You go into people's houses and you see it on the backsplash in the kitchen. You see it in the living room. You see it in their bedrooms, bathrooms. I've seen them everywhere. The tall vase is built with layers of very soft clay. Tricky, especially when you get up high. You stick your hand inside and push out the designs that you must already have in your mind. It's great for flowers and weeds, and I have sold many of those as well. This one is 16 inches high, but they go all the way up to 25. In pottery terms, throwing a pot is the process of shaping the clay on the potter's wheel. Besides throwing, I use molds made out of plaster, foam, found objects. What we have here is a good example of the molds I use. Plaster mold. This one, you can just imagine this. A slab of clay over this and becomes the body of this piece. And then I add the head and the tail. Totally functional. Great for popcorn. This is a very cool technique that I've learned over the years from other artists. This platter is going to be about 23 inches when it comes out of the kiln. And I made it yesterday and let it dry a little bit, so it's a little bit leather hard. And now I am going to flip it so you can see how it was built. And here it comes. This is what I used for the bottom of the platter. Some throwing bats. And this is a release system, so you don't have to worry about it sticking. And here is the platter. Some of the markings I use, some of the markings from some of the building process. Some of them I don't. I wipe them off. But from here, It has a hanger in the back, so it goes this way. People love those hangers because they want to hang this on the wall. And this is going to be, I'm going to experiment with the decoration on this one, have some kind of abstract, modern design. I haven't thought about it yet. I need to make some sketches, but it needs to dry before that happens. So that's how I built those big platters on the wall right there, the same technique. As far as decoration, I start all my pieces with a soft pencil drawing on raw clay, followed by underglaze layers. The layered look consists of 2 consecutive colors with wax resist in between, exposing the layer underneath. So when I fire it, you won't be all red like this because there'll be some yellow under there wherever the wax is. The pieces are then fired twice, once to stabilize the painting, and secondly, with a clear glaze to 2200 degrees. This bowl, the Razzle Dazzle bowl, 13 by 7, was done in 2015. It's made of 2 parts, thrown on the wheel, the potter's wheel, with wax resist decoration that I talked about. The platter with the 2 hairs is the same technique. This is a 23 by 12 piece, 2015, and it has the wax resist technique I talked about. One of my favorite pieces. So I want to show you this mold that I found at the flea market, and I have made at least 100 2-hair platters in this very mold. And a good mold is a treasure to find. You can just imagine having a slab of clay here, and then what you do is you push it in and you form the platter. Let it dry a little bit, put handles on it, and then you can decorate it right there. It's a hit. The big floral platter is a technically complex piece, 25 inches in diameter. The bottom of this platter was rolled on a slab roller, then transferred to the potter's wheel where the sides were attached. The big floral vase, 25 inches high, done in 2000. The body of this vase was built from slabs of clay, and the top was thrown on the potter's wheel and attached. The trouble with mixing techniques is tricky because sometimes it doesn't work at all. Here, it's a jam. The glaze is experimental too. I low-fired the high-fire glaze, so it made it crackle. In the cracks, I added black ink. It didn't obscure the colors, but it gave this big raku-style look, and the colors came out stunning.
So Ana, what drew you to clay?
I was a printmaking major when I came to UF, and I enrolled in a ceramics summer class that brought back great memories of childhood. I grew up in Brazil with a bunch of kids together, and we used to play outside and make little balls of clay, the red clay, and put it out in the sun to dry, and make work with the neighborhood kids. And when I came to UF and I took a ceramics course that summer of '82, it made all those feelings come back. When those memories resurfaced, it was undeniable gravitational pull towards clay, and I changed my major.
Where do you get your ideas and inspirations?
I get my ideas and inspirations mostly from nature. It's the major inspiration, everything, animals, plants, flowers. But we all have these pictures of the world in our minds, a reaction of our daily life, our dreams and memories. So we develop the skills to convey these ideas, and imagination and hard work helps a lot.
If you could give one bit of advice to an art student, what would it be?
Take many chances with your work. Being a control freak is not going to serve you well here. This is a time to make mistakes, play. Don't fear, be bold, trust yourself.
How has COVID-19 affected your work?
Oh, COVID-19, when all the art shows got canceled, and what to do? I realized I was going too fast, and it gave me a chance to slow down, so I took it as an opportunity. And I am currently doing a series of collaborative pieces with Doug Dewey, a remarkable artist with impressive talent. These two pieces back here are a result of our collaboration. The Elephant and the Traveler, and the Wild Boar and the Traveler. They're both in not completed yet. A third piece is due, and it's coming soon. We're still conceptualizing it. I believe the world needs artist-made pottery in order to enrich our shared human experience. Art matters enormously, especially when integrated in the rhythms of running a home. It intensifies our experience and helps us be more open-minded to the different. My hope is that my work has some real effect in the world, slightly transforming it through its aesthetic, functionality, and fun dinner time conversations. So there you have it. That's me and my work. I hope you enjoyed it. I would like to thank Santa Fe College and the Santa Fe Foundation, and extend my appreciation to the Florida State Division of Cultural Affairs for their support of this program and for giving me the opportunity to share my work with you. Thank you.
So now that we're at the end of this program, I just want to thank you very much for tuning in. And we do hope to see you next time for Art Bytes.